So what are the 5 common mistakes people make with their PR? Well, the first one is they have too many audiences they're trying to target. They spread themselves too thinly. So rather than just focusing on their one key audience, they also want to talk to the people that are influencing that audience, which is fantastic if you have a large budget and a lot of time. However, you need to start with focusing on your key audience, your low-hanging fruit. The second thing people do is don't know their own key message. So you need to think about what is the one thing I want my audience to come away from reading this with. And again, if there's too many messages going out, the audience are confused and they don't know when they need to call you or what solution you solve for them. The third thing is people target the wrong places. We do a lot of work in education, and just because a title or a website has teacher or school in its title doesn't necessarily mean that schools and teachers are reading it. You have to find out from your audience what they are looking at, where they're going for advice and information, and that is where you need to target. The third thing is people aren't measuring it. So by measuring things, you have to understand what success will look like. When have you reached your PR goals? And if you measure along the way using Google Analytics and things like that, you can understand whether people are spending more time on your website as a result of your PR activities or not, and whether web traffic has increased it, for example, or not. And only by doing that can you understand if PR is a success, but also change your strategy along the way if it's not achieving your objectives. And the last thing you need to think about is whether PR is, the PR you're doing is part of an overall strategy. And by that I mean, is your website set up for people? So if they read an article or a blog about you and they come to your website and there's nothing relevant on that website, or they can't download a report, well then you've lost that engagement. So you need to think about the journey that people are taking as they come to your website or they read your PR activity. So they are the 5 common mistakes people make. And if you want to know more, please get in contact with us.